Hello, hello, hello. You all come in, hit that like and hit that share button. If you are on YouTube, hit that thumbs up and share the information. Also, same thing for Facebook and Twitter. Let's inform everyone that I'm live because when I'm live streaming, I have some information to share with you that can change not only your spiritual life, your emotional life, but your financial line. Now, if you don't know, now you know. Some people are actually waiting on the government to announce it. It's like they have to be told that we are in interesting financial times. I'll say it that way, right? We are in interesting financial time, and it is this old quote that says, "Desperate times fall for desperate measures." Right? Desperate times fall for desperate measures. To be honest with you, I did not feel like doing this live stream, but I felt like I needed to do the live stream. If you see me with the reading glasses on, my eyes are pretty much red in the corner. I'm very tired. I'm fatigued. But I said, hey, you're already tired. You're already fatigued. What's 45 minutes to help somebody or to prepare someone for the greatest financial reset that this generation has ever experienced, right? If you're already tired, then do something that's worth being tired for. Go ahead and go all out, right? Go ahead and exhaust yourself and go ahead and give it all that you got. That way when you get your sleep tonight, Queen, you have not only sleep from tiredness, but knowing that you have um, taking time out of your day to impart some importance to other people. So come in. Let me know what part of the world you are tuning in from. Hello, Mural. Come in and say hello. Right. Come in and say hello. And towards the end of this live stream, I'm going to acknowledge everyone that said hello, but I'm going to not for the next couple of minutes focus on that, but I do want you to say hello. I will highlight your name and let you know that I see you. So I do want you to say hello, but because oftentimes I get off focus, I don't want to take a couple of minutes on a live stream to be giving shout outs. But just know I will highlight your name. Thank you for that heart on Facebook and let you know that I see you and I acknowledge you. And so, real quick, let me share this story with you. I was thinking today about my YouTube channel. I had not live streamed on YouTube for, I think, about 3 days. I went to Chicago, the Windy City, and visited family. My great aunt passed away, she died. And let me tell you all, that was the best thing I could have done. Just take 3 days away from social media, from network marketing, and just be around family and not even have my main cell phone with me. So that I have two cell phones, right? And I did not have the main cell phone with me. And people, when I tell you it is a great thing to reset and rest, right? Especially when you are pouring into people and when you are helping people to think futuristic and plan for what's ahead. That those 3 days definitely helped me. I promise you, if it was within my decision and my power, I would have extended the 3 days, right? But I did that, had live stream, so I got back to thinking about my YouTube channel, and I said I do not talk about crypto, right? I don't talk about crypto. So, what is a good name to change from Crypto Queen, right? I thought about all types of things, all type of rich queens, and then I changed it from Millionaire Moves to Money Moves on my YouTube channel. Then I had a Millionaires or Us t-shirt on. I had Millionaire Moves in the background. I'm like, well, you can't change it to Money Moves from Millionaire Moves because you even have a book on Amazon that's titled My Millionaire Notes. And you have a book titled Crypto Chris. And so I did put C Queen. I said, okay, well, if I just say C Queen, then I can talk about credit. I can talk about cash flow. I can talk about crypto, and I can talk about Christ, right? I can talk about Christ, the four C's, and I can talk about coins, specifically gold and silver coins. And if you are interested in getting God's money, which will be used for this financial reset, for this wealth transfer, I want you to visit my website, queenofcornsilver.com. We have some really, really cool silver as well. And let me show you this. So I decided on Sequeen, and I don't know if I like that. I might go back to Crypto Queen because I tell people honestly, my channel is just not about crypto. You know, I will tell you, I will talk about crypto here and there, but this is basically a building channel. And oftentimes I have to share the inner wealth secret with people before we talk about the outer wealth. I have to talk about the Christ, the crystals, um, and the difference in being Christ-like, right? Understanding what John 10 and 34 says, that it is written, haven't I told you, that the kingdom, that you are God's, right? And that the kingdom of heaven is within you. So I may keep it Crypto Queen, right? I do have a book, Crypto Chris, shameless plug. Check out my book, Crypto Chris, The Poor Little Rich Kid, and how he profit. That's on Amazon. And my first book is a very short read, inspired by Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad Poor Dad. That the lessons that his rich dad taught him that his poor father or poor dad did not, and it's all about a mindset shift. See, the very first thing you have to do on your pathway to your millions or even your multi-millions is shift your mindset. It is a mindset. It is simply a mindset, right? And then once you shift your mindset, then you acquire the assets. Shift your mindset, and then you acquire the assets, because if you get the assets and your mindset is still that of a impoverished person or poverty thinking, then the assets will go away. Listen, oftentimes I ask people these questions. And I asked them, what would an extra $200 a month do for you? If you're watching this live, I want you to drop that in the comments. If you're watching this in the replay, I want you to answer that question and drop the answer in the comments. What would an extra $200 a month do for you? What would an extra $300 a month do for you? $400, maybe $500. And the reason why I'm asking that questions all the way up to $1,400, right, is because everybody's goals of extra income, they're different. My passive income goal level may be different than your passive income goal level. Notice I'm saying passive income. I'm not referencing active income. Active incomes means you exchange a whole lot of your time for just a little bit of money. I'm not talking about that type of income. I'm talking about passive income streams in which you network with a group of people in a systematic way. You're not your own boss. You don't have a traditional brick and mortar business. Les Brown, one of the top motivational speakers of all time, said it this way: long gone are the days of brick and mortar. Now we are entering the business of click and order. I'm not talking about brick and mortar businesses. I'm not talking about exchanging a whole lot of your time for a little bit of money. Why do you say, Queen, a little bit of money? Because time you can never regain back. You can never regain your time back. You can always regain money back. So time then is more valuable than money. When I went to my aunt's funeral, she can't regain the time back. Her time has ended in this earth realm. All of our times will end in this earth realm. You can't have tomorrow back. I will never have this live stream time back. That's why I want to make it valuable. I never live stream just to live stream, right? I always want to show you a purpose, or I always want to make you laugh, or I always want to show you a lifestyle of a better way that you can make the best use of your time. So every day you get up and you go work for someone else, even if you have your own business and you're working for yourself and you serve customers or clients, that's time you will never regain. Wouldn't you like, as we were on the trip to Chicago, I told my cousin who was traveling with us, I said the three best things I think God created was number one, the opportunity for me to make money in my sleep. I had my second cell phone with me and I received notification as I was spending time with family that I had made money. I said, and the opportunity to get a personal relationship with Christ, to thy own self be true, to know that the kingdom of heaven is within me. I said that's the three top things. Get a relationship with Christ, understand the kingdom of heaven. The kingdom of heaven is within you without a third party. The ability to make money in your sleep, and the ability to love and be loved. I think those are the top three things that anyone can experience in this world. But unfortunately, it's a lot of people that do not know what it's like to make money when they sleep. They only know the feeling of making money on their feet, actively working, serving customers and clients, right? And so Rebecca says at this time, an extra $200, $300, or $400 or $500 would position her to be able to finish funding her emergency fund, okay, to pay towards debt and then invest. Rebecca, I'm so glad that you said that because I want to talk about the purpose of my live stream. I want to talk about these three M's, right? And we're going to definitely wrap it up. I want to talk about these three M's. I ordered a book some time ago by Bishop T.D. Jakes. And man, Bishop T.D. Jakes had a powerful, I think, messages going live stream about um, there are that women are being, I guess, taught. I kind of forget the title. That women are being taught to act and behave or like men, and it's destroying the American family. Or women are rather getting praised to act like men, and it's destroying the American family. I listened to him teach on that in a video viral clip, and I couldn't. I really agree with him. I think that the independent woman now is getting praised for and more promoted. You know, this is off topic, but on topic. That being able to go home and tell a man, I don't need you. I can make my own money. Ladies, there are some things in this world that you need the power of a man. Right? Money doesn't replace all of that. And notice I said a man, not a kid, not a boy, right? Not a toy, but a man. So they're just off topic, on topic. And so I invested in this book by Bishop T.D. Jakes because it is one of the sermons that I remember him talking about how to maximize your money as well, right? How to maximize your life and how to maximize your money as well. So I wanted to, this book was written in 1999. I wanted to revisit this book. I feel like it is a classic and I ordered it and I did. All right, Marlon says he's ready for change. That's exactly why I decided to live stream. And so I decided that I'm going to explain this to people in these three ways, right? These three ways. The very first thing you have to do if you want financial breakthroughs, if you want financial freedom, if you want the feeling of what does it feel like to make money while I'm sleeping, not on my feet, where you're not doing actively have to show up and do the work and you're not exchanging a whole lot of time for a little bit of money, is the very first thing you have to do. If you are taking notes, I want you to type this in the comment section if your hands are free, right? If you're not driving or you're not ear hustling at work, the very first thing you need to do, people, is maximize your money, right? Bishop T.D. Jakes said it like this in 1999, maximize the moment. A lot of people need to maximize the moment too, because poor people, meaning passing over opportunities repeatedly, they say they want change, but they don't do what it takes to activate change. So, number one, maximize your money. What do you mean by that, Queen? The very first thing you have to get a hold of if you earn money through active income is your federal taxes that's being taken out of your paycheck. Notice I said federal taxes. I did not say state taxes. I did not say FICA. I did not say Social Security or Medicare. I said federal taxes because federal taxes is that one taxation system that many people don't know about, they have not been educated about, but now you know. It's that one taxation system that you actually inform the government about how much money to take out of your active income activities. That's the one tax. See, your state taxes actually go towards state improvement things, right? State improvement. Your FICA, Social Security, Medicare goes towards a poor retirement plan, right? A poor retirement plan. But your federal taxes is in total control by you and your amount of financial education that you have. See, when you have a business entity and it's only in a home-based business, you don't get this through an S corp or a C corp. You don't get this by being a sole proprietor. And I just received this book as I came home. This book was waiting for me and had been delivered by Dr. Lynn Richardson, titled "How to Get Your Money Back: Tax Deductions That You Never Knew About." See, before you have this genius plan, and it's okay to want to make more money, to want to have a side hustle, to want to sell people this special juice that will grow a lead back that only 3 people in the Himalayas can go get. Before you have this miracle weight loss formula that's going to help people lose 30 pounds in 3 days without changing their health eating habits, right? Before you want to sell this magical pill, this magic hair growth pill, before you want to sell something that you're passionate about, you may be passionate about it. That does not mean the general population is passionate about it. The very first thing you have to do is maximize your money. You can only do that through a home-based business. You can only get the maximum amount of your money back through a home-based business. The question is, and that many people may ask me, is why do I need a home-based business? The answer simply is, I want you all to type this. I see Rebecca, my business partner, thank you so much for the mind message participation. Everybody else, if your hands are free, let's do like they tell you at church. Tap your neighbor. Let's participate, right? So you can get your money back. That is the number one reason why you need a home-based business. That's why I have text cash flow to 254-788-1144 on the screen. The number one reason why you need a home-based business is simply so you can get your money back. You have to maximize your money. See, the government loves home-based business owners. They love them. Let me say that again. The government, Uncle Sam, the IR to the S, love home-based business owners. And they show that love by providing you hundreds of tax deductions, hundreds of tax credit, hundreds of tax monies, however way you want to say it, that you could be eligible for, like hiring your kids and other family members in the business. They show you love by giving you tax credit or giving you money back for your business meals, for driving, traveling for business, driving for business, all of your home-based business that you run like a business with the intent to make a profit. The government loves a home-based business. Why do I need a home-based business, Queen? Because you need to get the money back that you're spending. Why? Because the government has deemed that a home-based business is the engine of this economy. It runs the economy. They have so deemed that to be true that they give you more tax credits, more tax deductions for the money that you spend out for a home-based business than any other corporation. So unfortunately, most people, or some people, not most, but some people will go out and they'll file an entity, they'll file an LLC or S Corp or a C Corp. They have no marketing plan how they're going to market their business. All they know is this is something that I'm passionate about. However, that plan again requires your time. See, you own a job, OWN, versus being ON a job. And people, see, these home-based businesses, the engine of the world economy, a car, a vehicle without an engine cannot drive, and an economy without business cannot drive. A home-based business is the only business you can operate from home if this economy shut down within the next couple of months again. Yeah. And oftentimes people ask me things like, will I have to invest in this business monthly? I ask them, number one, what business do you not have operational expenses on a monthly basis? And what business can you operate that if you have a job, if you're an employee, you're not self-employed, and you get a check or paycheck from some other corporation, will give you an increase from that paycheck. See, if you go out and form your own LLC, your S Corp or C Corp, that does nothing for the paycheck that you're already making. However, when you test cash flow to the number on the screen, this particular business that's operated by our IRS certified experts will help you add the home-based business tax deductions, which is $470 to your paycheck. And that will position you. We got Rebecca on. Since she's the one that's on right now that I know that's saying hello. She, for example, got 600, I think, in $1. I don't know, it may be, but just say over $600 more out of her paycheck, the money she was already making. See, this is another thing, and I'm getting on financial education because it is time for your children to go back to school and get a scholastic education. But I'm helping you get a financial education. Right? Thank you, Rebecca. $604 to be exact. Because the rich pay less in taxes. So your small home-based business is just as important and eligible for these benefits. And people, here's the harsh truth. Here's the harsh truth about this. According to an article that I read in Forbes, 93% of people that are self-employed, if you are self-employed, they overpay their taxes each year, people. 93%. If your hands are free, I want you to type in 93%. 93%. That means out of 100 Americans, 93 are overpaying their taxes. And so when I started reading books like Robert Kiyosaki, this is not Rich Dad, Poor Dad, but Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And then I met a former IRS tax attorney, CPA, Sandy Bakken. And then I came across Sherry Peel Jackson, a black woman who was arrested for telling people that paying taxes is illegal. And, the feds came to scoop her up. She then changed her message to how to stick it to the IRS and says that this book is for individuals and small business owners that want to keep what they earn, protect it, and assert their rights against an agency that has been violating the rights of Americans of the world. It is a full information and strategy that will help you hold your ground and know what to do and what not to do, right? And for 7 years, I was an IRS agent auditing individuals, pastors, and business owners. I quit the agency and was determined to share methods to combat the abuse that goes on during audits and examining your business. For several years, I have been helping individuals, small business owners, churches maintain proper books and records to avoid having to pay additional taxes. Following the principles and strategies that I share in this book, you will fully prepare for to pay less taxes legally, morally, and ethically, right? And to help you, in some cases, if you apply these strategies, to even get additional taxes or even obtain a refund. 93 people out of 100 Americans overpaying taxes. The CPA, IRS, Sandy Botkins. I started studying him as well, Sherry Peel Jackson. And so the question most people have is, why don't my tax preparer tell me this, right? Well, your tax preparer cannot teach you the tax codes that has over 70,000 pages of information for self-employed and for business owners, right? They can't teach you this. Only thing they really need to know is just, how to look at the numbers. But they can't tell you, they can't analyze your W-4 in most cases, or your 1099 if you're an independent contractor. So you must learn what things are deductible. And when you run your home-based business like a business, and you document everything, and you tell the truth, and you take your documentation to the tax preparer for filing, when you learn the rules of the game so you can play by the game, you can get your money back. The first step, people, is to maximize your money. But that's not the only step. Maximize the money you're already making. You got to get your money back. You got to shift that money back to you. You're overpaying in taxes in most cases, right? You got to keep what you're earning. You got to keep more of the money that you're making. When you keep more of the money that you're making, the second thing you have to do is make more money. Yeah, I said it. A lot of people need to make more money. You're not making enough money. You are not making enough money. During the 2008 recession, for example, the housing market crashed. The amount of income that people brought in or Americans brought in was 7x the amount of home prices, right? Housing prices. So 7x 7x. Now in 2022, the amount of income that Americans are bringing in is 8x the amount. 8x the amount. So if you are, for example, making $50,000 a year, the average price for a home in some states, I'm not saying all, but the average, we're talking about the average. Now I know you might find some for 100K or 200K, but the average price for a home across the United States now is about 400K. It's 8x the amount of your income. So if the amount of money that you're making is 8x the amount to purchase a house, you can no longer believe the lie that the media is advertising to you that you are middle class. Just be honest with yourself and say, I'm not middle class if I'm not making six figures. I'm middle income. But what you can do is maximize the money that you're already making. So maximize your money. Get your money back that you're spending. It's so many tax deductions you never knew about, but I'm not going to go over that tonight. Then you have to position yourself. You have to look yourself in the mirror and say, you know what, I need to make more money. Inflation is showing you that. But you don't have to do a second job like Dave Ramsey suggests to do it. But I highly suggest that you make more money by investing your active income into a business that will position you to make passive income. Because you can't continue to trade time for money. Listen, you can work 12 hours a day, but inflation will outwork you. Meaning that you can work 12 hours a day. You can. And if you make an extra $500 a month, what does it matter if gas prices have triple the amount that the second job is paying you? In some cases, the first job. You can't outwork inflation. You can't outwork how fast they're raising gas prices and grocery prices because your dollar is buying less and less and you're working for dollars. I hope that makes sense to you all. And you see, rich people don't work for dollars. They work for assets. Anytime you are working for a depreciating asset like cash, and you're not taking that cash and converting it to assets that's going to outpace inflation, you are playing in a losing game that you're not going to win because you're not playing by the rules and you're not playing in the system that's going to position you to win. So you have to maximize your money. You have to then make more money. And then you have to make your money work hard for you. Then you are working for the money. Most Americans work harder for cash than they put their cash in position to work for them. And why is that, Queen? Well, it's because the money that they're chasing, the money that they're making, the hours that they're putting in, the more you make, the more the government gonna take in federal taxes unless you have this plan in place. And if the more you make, the more the government takes, and then the less you're able to purchase, you're not going to be ahead. People, I'm trying to really plead to you that the game most of you all are playing, it's not going to work, especially in this wealth transfer. And if you don't make a decision to change your structure, if you don't make a decision to be in something that's going to outpace inflation, you are going to be left behind in this wealth transfer. The rich will continue to get richer and the poor will continue to get poorer. I'm going to share this article with you that states that let me see if I can find it. That teachers right now, teachers are making less money than Walmart employees. See, it used to be a time that you was a public school teacher, you took pride in being a public school teacher, right? You took pride, you felt like you had a pension, you had a good retirement plan, you felt like you were servicing America's youth. But this is one thing, and again, if you are in education, in a component of education, or you're not, uh, over these next couple of days, you're going to see a lot of live streamings from me and my network marketing team and community that's teaching people, that's having a back to school special to teach parents about financial education as their kids return back to school to get a scholastic education. Because it is needed. It's needed now more than ever. So this will begin July 31st, back to school financial education for parents as the kids return back to school. Because guess what? Walmart employees now make more than teachers. And if you are in education, I'm going to say this because I was public education teacher for 16 years, coach and mentored in girls basketball, put in 12, 16 hours a day. And in 3 years of starting this home-based business that teaches financial strategies and solutions, you all, let's pause for the calls. Whenever I see 111, we got to stop at hashtag 111. So I want you all to put in 111 in, right? I put in C Queen. I might change back to Crypto Queen, but I'll see. But just hashtag. I know the numbers drop, but I always give reference when I see 111. Those are the powerful numbers that God speaks to me through in this earth realm, right? But if you are an educator, please tell me why you're not getting financial education, because it's not taught in schools. If you're a non-education, if you never worked in a school system or public school or college or university in your life, you still need a financial education because it's not taught in schools. So in comparison to other jobs, educators around the United States are vastly underpaid. USA Today pointed out that the fact, compared to others with college degrees, teachers make 20% less. The detailed story of one teacher who adores her job and refuses to leave but has to work. Listen to this, you all. 2 additional jobs in order to pay all of her bills and support her family. If I could get in contact with this teacher that they're writing about, I could probably show her how to get more money out of that one paycheck. That she at least can quit one of those part-time jobs or maybe both. Because most people don't really know how much money they're missing out of their paychecks. Most people don't know that you can add this home-based business. Not all home-based business are created equal. Not all home-based business can help you find out the money you're missing in your paycheck. I'm saying the particular one that I introduce to people, right? So one educator in Ohio who had a different entrepreneur that after 6 years of being an early childhood teacher, he was leaving to pursue a career at Walmart with the promise of a 6-figure salary. Walmart workers are making more than teachers. And they're not teaching you financial education in schools. That's by strategy, that's by design. That's why I have to work on the mindset of some people all the time. Because they will counsel the thing that will help position them to make residual income and to help other people maximize their money, make more money, and make the money that they have work harder for them than they work for the money. Now I think it was Aretha Franklin that came out with the famous song, I Work Hard for the Money. But let me tell you something. I heard Patti LaBelle perform at Essence Festival and last month, and the Patti LaBelle at the age of 74 performance is a lot different than the Patti LaBelle at the age of 34 performing. See, you can only do active income for so long. After a while, the body is not able to perform and to do those activities. So it's only the mindset that people don't understand that I need to leverage and use my job or use my business to position myself to have passive, aka residual income. I'm going to give it to you straight, people with no chaser. Listen, I got to tell you all this. Can I tell you all this joke real quick? My eye might be a little red. I need to tell you, thank you, Patrice, for the 1111 super chat. Can I tell you all this joke real quick? My cousin, I don't know if she's gonna watch this. My cousin out of Chicago, I told you I traveled there for a family for a funeral. My cousin out of Chicago said, what do you drink after the chaser? They was like, let's take shots. No. She said, what do you drink after the shot? What goes after a shot? She didn't say chase. We didn't say chaser. Let me get it right. And everybody started laughing and said, you don't, after a shot, you don't drink it. The shot is the drink, right? And so my other cousin, she said, well, I can't, they were taking clear shots, something clear. I'm not going to tell you what it was. So she said, well, I don't think I can take that. And my other cousin said, well, we just give you red wine. We'll let you have communion. But she wanted to know, what do you take with a shot? And it was like, you don't take, the shot is what you take, right? But I'm going to give it to you straight with no chaser. You need to take your active income and position yourself to get in position for passive residual income. Now, Patrice gave the 1111. Let me break down the 1111. Don't you all know today I was logging on my Twitter and I saw Marvel. I'm not a big Marvel fan, but I did watch Wakanda, and they have Forever 11/11/22. So I'm thinking that Marvel is going to do some type of rendition of Wakanda that's coming out November the 11th, right? So 11/11 is the awakening, the wake up call. It is super, and I know some people say supernatural is not in the Bible. I don't know another way I can say it. I say it is God's favor, right? And provision to take possession of promises. It is transition. It is in alignment, right? When I went to the funeral in Chicago, I did not know this until I read the obituary program. My aunt was the 11th child, and she passed away at exactly 4:44 a.m. Right, the 11th child. So I began to go back and study 11:11. And I often say Deuteronomy 1:11 when you all give any 11:11 or $111 or 1,011, whatever it may be in sequence. And I will often, affirm that may the Lord thy God, the God of our ancestors, bless you and increase you 1,000 times more, right? I would affirm that powerful scripture over your giving. And Patrice, I affirm that over to you. But I also want you to know that 11:11 also means new authority and ownership, coming into promises, tasting the promises, the favor and the provision where God is leading you. Deuteronomy 11:11, not just Deuteronomy 1:11, but Deuteronomy 11:11 says, but the land you are crossing the Jordan to take possession of is a land of mountains and valleys that drinks from the rain of heaven. Isn't that good? Yeah, it's a land that you are crossing the Jordan, and it's to take possession of this land of mountains and valleys that drinks come from the rain of heaven. 11 means a transition. A doubling 11, like the Forever 11, 11, 22, and I'm going to go see that movie on that release date from Marvel Studios, can signify an intense shaking at things transitioning to a new. 11 also means you are in alignment and you are in position for possession, and it brings alignments to allow for an awakening, people. uh, John 11:11 says, our friend Lazarus has fallen asleep, but I am going there to wake him up, right? Resurrection life. God of the impossible, of the awakening. John 11:11. You all don't want to get me on 11:11. I'm telling you, I can preach, teach that 11:11. Right? I can preach, teach that 11:11. Isaiah 11:11 says, in the day the Lord will reach out his hand a second time to reclaim a second time. So we got the 11:11:22, Isaiah 11:11. He will reach out his hand a second time, surviving the remnant of his people. God is within the remnant. God is in the awakening. Uh, your external person. God is in the possessioning. And it's just a lot of 11:11 connected to land coming and possessing things. And people, I've been telling people since 2011, JP Morgan hoarded over 350 million ounces of silver. It's 38% of the world population. And it was in 2011, people, it was in 2011 that silver reached its highest of $50 an ounce. And let me kind of transition into silver since I'm on the 11:11, because I really think we're going to see $1,000 an ounce silver. I do. I believe silver is going to make millionaires because silver is going to be used to reset this currency system. I've read this article today. Let me see, did I keep it up in my tabs? That Zimbabwe is issuing out gold coins to fight inflation. Let me she says yes. Rebecca says, Ellie, yeah. She's like, okay, now what do you take after a shot? I'm like, baby, nothing. It's just a shot. You gotta take the shot. So she had communion. She had communion. She didn't have a shot. She had some red wine. So we tell her she had communion. Zimbabwe goes for the gold coin, that is, to fight inflation. When inflation soaring, with inflation soaring in Zimbabwe, and the country's currency in free fall as people abandon it for the United States dollar, right? And look at the silver up here. The government president, I can't pronounce that name, is fighting back with a novel strategy: gold coins. People, if you want to get God's money on auto ship, if you want to get God's money on auto ship, now I tell the middle class, I believe silver is the plan for them. I don't promote gold for the middle class. I tell them I believe silver is the plan for them, right? Because gold is like $1,800 an ounce. And silver will outperform gold during this bull run because they're going to need it for Teslas. That's going to come back, these electronic vehicles. They're going to need it for RFID chips, which is going to be big in the metaverse and in the crypto world. They're going to need it for catalytic converters. These cars are still going to be produced from this 5G, Wi-Fi, and technology. Cell phone batteries. If you want to study the RFID chips, go to Revelations 13. And so, even in the Queen of Coins, silver, we this came out on the website today. I thought it was really cool. I'm definitely going to get it. I am a Libra, right? I believe people to thy own self be true. I believe that once you understand your date of birth, your birth date, I may do something real quick on this live stream. Everybody's birthday and age will equal to the number 9, right? Everyone's date of birth and age will equal to the number 9. I don't know if I feel like doing it tonight, but if someone dropped their date of birth and age, I can show you that. Maybe I can do it real quick. But this is the Libra. This was just in from the Queen of Coins silver. They have a lot of unique silver that I really, really like as well. And so let me see if I can copy this website where you can order your silver by your zodiac sign. I just thought that was really cool. I'm going to put this in the comment. And you can get this silver at retail price, right? You're getting it at retail price. Queens Bank came in. Okay, Queens Bank, give me a second. I'm getting into the spiritual stuff right now. Seems to be that I'm shifting into that. So this is what the back office look like. If you're a member, right, you save a couple of dollars on that, but you get it at retail price, not at the wholesale. So they have Gemini, uh, the Leo, the Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Cancer, all of it. It's just really, really cool, right? Capricorn. So if you want to order your Zodiac silver, click on that link and you can select to become a member. People, get your wealth on auto ship. Get your silver shipped to you on auto ship. Do that because I'm telling you, you will not believe that people that go on with life and they spend their money on things that will not bring them a return on investment. And then they forget about investing in the assets that they need. Also, again, people, if you want to overcome these 4 challenges, text cash flow to the number on the screen. There's 4 things that's keeping people, 4 challenges that everybody has to overcome. The number 1 is taxes. Look at the federal taxes come out of your paycheck, whether you're self-employed or you're a W-4 job employee, right? Taxes come cut you up first. Look at you, look at it. I'm not making this up. Then, well, now big businesses come. They come with inflation. They set the prices, right? You can't control inflation because you're not on the side of big business. You're not a corporation or a CEO. And now, because of 30-year paycheck, most people don't even know that they work for the government January through April. That's why the deadline to file taxes is April the 15th. Right? That's why the deadline to file taxes is April the 15th. That's a third of your labor throughout the year. Text and cash flow will get that money back to you. Now, because inflation and big business is taking the other third, people have no choice but to resort to getting in debt. When Dave Ramsey says live debt free, if he can't give you a solution to taxes and inflation, he's just telling you a bunch of hype. You will have no choice but to borrow money when you got 2/3 that you don't have control over. So that's why I said the first thing is to maximize your money, right? That's the very first thing you have to do is maximize your money. And now the very fourth thing, as big businesses set their prices, because big businesses do not charge you people on what something is worth. Big businesses charge you based off of what they can get from it. They don't set their prices on what that item is really worth, right? They don't set their prices on, okay, I bought this apple for 20 cents, so I can sell it for 40. No, they're gonna sell it for what they can get from the consumer out of it. So now you got big businesses, inflation working together, and taxes. You have no choice but to get in debt if you don't control these two things first. Let me do this date of birth for Queen's Bank. I do like that name. Queen's Bank. Queen's Bank. I love that name. And I'm gonna tell you, everybody that's not active in the home-based business, don't come to me in 5 months at the end of the year trying to get tax credits. I'm not going to connect you with a tax expert if you're not in connection with one, and I'm not going to lie and say you are active in the business. I took some time today, as tired as I was, to kind of reshift some things in my group. People that were inactive or didn't want to build a business on my Facebook group, I just politely removed them. Right? I only have time to pour into people that want to position themselves for wealth and prosperity. And this is the best time to do it. So Queens Bank says, oh, I see. Okay. Patrice, I didn't see you first. All right, Patrice, what's your age though? 7/18. What year? I need your year. I know you saying, but what year? July 18th. What year were you born? I think the age is 37. So let me work on Queens Bank while I get Patrice information. Everything is gonna equal up to the number 9. Everybody in this universe. So date of birth is 3/5, 81. So let me walk you through. 3 plus 5 is 8. We add those, and then 8 plus 8 is 16. 16 plus 1 from the 81 equals 17, right? So once we get what this equals, okay, I got you, Patrice. I'll do you next. What we got, what that equals, we then add the numbers at the end, right? So we add the numbers at the end. 7 plus 1 equals 8. And then we will subtract. I know it's a lot of adding and subtracting, but hey, that's how it works. You all in, Queens Bank? All right. I'm just teaching you all. If you know numbers, you can know yourself, and you can get wealthy. Like if you can understand 470 tax deductions versus having just 9 as an employee, you get wealthy. Everything is about numbers and strategies, and having God's money and using the government's 470 tax deduction through home-based business to get you wealthy. So this is 9. It's always going to equal to 9. Right? That's your date of birth. So now we got 41. Then we have 4 plus 1 equals 5. Right? 4 plus 1 equals 5. Let me get my cat. Yours was it wasn't even that complicated. Let me make sure I'm doing it right because it's been a while since I taught this and broke this down. So then we subtract 41 from 5. Subtraction again. It's that 30. That 30. Let me make sure. Because I'll be there. I don't even know what I titled this live stream, but it's 36. And then 3 plus 6 is going to equal to 9. And this is going to be for everybody. It don't matter your age. God, we are fearfully and wonderfully made, the Bible says. Even the hairs on our head is numbered. And God is so unique in his design and number system. And I don't teach this as a way to get people to look at heaven as God as a lottery system or a casino. No, but I'm telling you, everything in God is strategically designed. Even in Genesis 1 and 1. Genesis 1 and 1 has exactly 7 letters. In the beginning, God created heavens and earth. In Genesis, there's exactly 22 creations. That's why I'm telling you, if you knew stuff about 401k, that is not a code, that's not a retirement plan, it's just a tax code. If you knew the advantages of having 475 tax deduction, you would text me cash flow on the screen so quick. Because then you can maximize the money you're already making, and then you can make more money, and then you can make your money work harder for you than you work for the money. See, everybody doesn't want $9,000 or $10,000 in passive income. That might not be their goal. You never know what just $200 or $300 extra for a person, or just 30 extra points, or 100 extra points on their credit score would do. And it also increase your credit scores as well. Even though I have text cash flow on the screen, it also, in every area that you're spending money, it helps you, right? So let's break down Patrice, 718, 7 plus 1 is 8. Then we got 8 plus 8 is 16. I got the calculator. All right. So I'm breaking it down. 8 plus 8 is 16. 7 plus 1 is 8. Then plus the 8. Patrice, you got a lot of 8s. 8 plus 8, 16. Then 16 plus 8 again. 24. Then 24 plus 5 is 29. 9 plus 2 is 11. So, make sure I got this one right. 29 minus 11, because we added this, right? We added the total, then we subtract. Then this is 18, then we add again. Everybody's going to equal to 9. I don't care what your date of birth is. So 37, age is 10. 1. See, we add, and 1 plus 0 equals 1. Then we have to subtract. It's going to be 9. This is probably a whole different live stream. But that's why Nikola Tesla said 3, 6, 9s are the numbers, the keys to the universe. 9 is the number of completion, finalization. That's why a woman carries a baby in full terms for 9 months. Right? That's the number of a finalization type thing. That's why September ends the Shemitah year cycle. Right? Teachers end I'm sorry, I saw that by teachers. But September is the number, really 7, is not 9. But 9/26 ends the Shemitah year cycle this year. What that means, people, that beginning in October is the number 8, not the lunar calendar. I saw someone mention that earlier. We're going off the Gregorian calendar, which is the biblical calendar. And so with that being said, September is 7, October is 8. November really is 9. That's why I'm like, when it's 11/11/22, forever Wakanda comes, I'm going to be like so excited. Because that's really going to be 9/11, people. You all following me? That's going to be 9/11. 11/11 this year really is going to be 9/11. I'm not afraid. I just think it's going to be some powerful subliminal message released when Wakanda. Please, babe, you making me work too hard. He says teachers don't get paid much more than a baby. Teachers are just kind of overpaid babysitters. That's it. That's all it is. The reward is for teachers in heaven. Now, I want my reward right here on earth. God said the highest heavens belong to the Lord, but the earth He has given to mankind. I'm not waiting to die and go in heaven and get a reward. That's not even biblical anyway. That's not even biblical anyway. It actually says you would be in paradise. And that when God returns, it's gonna be a new heaven and new earth. Like you're not even meant to rule and reign in heaven. So, you can go ahead with that. Uh, okay. I'm gonna say this in short. Why, numerology is important to financial wealth. Because the times and seasons. Once you understand God's timetable, you can understand recession. God put numbers on everything. Hey, love. He has it set for 6 years. Man should work, and then in the 7th year, it's going to be a financial reset. So 7 years, 50 years of Jubilee. God always tossing numbers. Even the number 40 represents trials and tribulation. You got Noah, 40 days and 40 nights. Jesus fasted and prayed for 40 days. So God always works in number system. And if you can understand it, you can understand the economic times. And if you can understand the economic times, you can know what moves to make. You can understand what are assets in this great reset to have. You can understand why silver now more than ever, and why getting your cash flow, and why getting out of the government system, right, is so important. But I believe in doing it through a home-based business. See, just think about it now. Notice I've been telling you all over 470 tax deductions. Well, 7 plus 4 is 11. I mean, God, the Bible is so deep on numbers, and I might just do a live stream Wednesday just to teach on that more profoundly. But this is just something that I look at, and I'm gonna have to end this live stream because, as I said earlier, I didn't have my full energy anyway. But I'm gonna share this with you. I was reading this in Dubai about their tag system. In Dubai, a tag can actually cost more than a vehicle. And it says owning certain license plates in Dubai means the world to your reputation. Typically, each license plate has 5 random digits, but drivers can select which digits are on their car, with certain numbers being more expensive than others. The most expensive license plates range from the number 1 to the number 10. 10 to 99 are the second most expensive, right? So the most expensive are numbers 1 through 10. And certain combinations like 11, 22, 11111, 5 ones, and other repeating numbers fetch a high amount as well. Some owners even like to match their numbers license plates to their car, right? Like Ferrari 448 is license plates 458 is license plates 458. This is where wealth dwells. License plates 5 and 7. And so the numbers 5 and 7 sold for nearly 10 times the amount of the car. Both were sold to the same millionaire who has them on a Rolls Royce. The world's most expensive plate was sold, I can't pronounce their name, the number 1. Guess what the cost was, people, for the number 1 license plate? $14.3 million. Compare the price number 5 license plates, which sold for $6.8 million. So, God just started working with me with the number 1. I mean, even when you look at the words millions, billions, and trillions, look at the eyes, and that could be, 111. If you replace the number one with the letter I, and millionaire moves. So people, I'm going to end this live stream, but tomorrow I'm going to pick up with three types of income, three kinds of money, um, a vow to poverty, right? And I don't know if you all know this, but most people that are men and women of religious faith have taken vows of poverty in support of their spiritual mission, right? Which is totally unbiblical. It's more rich and wealthy people mentioned in the Bible than poor people. And so we're going to talk about the three types of income: ordinary income, portfolio income, and passive income. Because again, I'm going to not only position you all financially, but I'm going to give you a financial education. And it's going to be up to you whether you text cash flow or visit their website, whether you implement it. That's going to be up to you. I'm going to give you the financial education. It's up to you for the financial implementation. It does no good for me to break down numbers to you. It does no good for you to watch Billy Carson or 19 Keys or John Hagee or Creflo Dollar or any prosperity preacher if you're not going to have the system that God can bless you in. If you don't have a passive income system or business, then you cannot expect to ever get passive income. You just can't. So, you know, other people, they're tired of making everybody else rich except themselves. Some people are tired of taking orders from their boss, right? Some people are tired of the bad potluck dinners, or some people are just ready of working hard and not getting ahead. And people, this is the best time. It's the biggest wealth transfer that this generation has ever experienced. Either you can participate in it, or you will take a vow to poverty because of your non-participation. Either you could take a vow to prosperity or a vow to poverty. The decision is yours. Thank you all for tuning in. Again, don't forget to visit Queen of Coin Silver and also to text cash flow to the number of the screen. Queen out. Make sure you hit the like and share button.